Is it clear, students, how to draw the ray diagrams for convex and concave mirror? Now I am going to explain one important derivation related to the curved mirrors. Derivation of formula for curved mirrors. Okay. For this, you have to take one concave mirror. To derive that formula, we start from the concave mirror. Take a concave mirror and shade another part which is coated. This you don't forget. Next, this is the pole and this is the focus and this is the center of curvature. We have 5 conditions. When you place an object beyond C, at different conditions you have. In that, I am going to take when an object is placed beyond C. When an object is placed beyond C. When an object is placed beyond C, apply the rules, 3 rules, which is convenient to get the image. So when a ray is parallel to the principal axis, the reflected ray must pass through the focus. This is rule 1 and this is the reflected ray. Next, instead of rule 2, I am applying the rule 3. So when a ray is passing through the center of curvature, then the reflected ray is also passing through the center of curvature only. Through the center of curvature. So this R1 and R2, they are meeting at this point. The reflected rays are meeting at one point. So when they are meeting reflected rays, we will get the real image and invert image. So you must draw the image. Here you have to take it as A and B. The object you have to name it as A and B, and the image of this object is reverse. So you have to take it as B dash and A dash. Understood? Instead of rule 2, you take rule 3 to get the derivation, to derive this formula. Now, if you observe in this diagram, you will get the 2 triangles. What are that? A, B and C. A, B and C, this triangle, and A dash, B dash, C, another triangle. These 2 triangles are known as similar triangles. Already in 8th and 9th you have what are similar triangles related knowledge you know earlier. Now coming to this, these 2 are similar triangles. When 2 triangles are similar, we will take the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. So now from the triangles, from the triangle ABC and another triangle A dash, B dash and C, I am going to take the corresponding sides, ratio of the corresponding sides. AB by A dash, B dash. AB by A dash, B dash is equals to AC by A dash C. This is known as equation 1. Next, for our convenience, at this incident ray, I am taking the letter X, because the incident ray is touching on the concave mirror. Where it is touching, that point I took it as X. From A, and this incident ray and this principal axis, these 2 are parallel rays. So the distance between the parallel rays is always constant or equal. So when you draw a perpendicular to the principal axis, suppose if you draw a line which is perpendicular to the principal axis, then it becomes AB is equals, the distance of AB and this one both are equal. Now for our convenience, I will take it as P dash. I am going to take this point is P dash. When you observe here also, you are getting 2 triangles. X P dash F and F A dash B dash. These 2 triangles we got it. This is one pair of similar triangles, and from this side you are getting another group of similar triangles. So from this group, again from x p dash f, this I'll take it as capital letter, x p dash f, comma, and the another triangle a dash b dash f. These two are similar triangles. From this, when the two triangles are similar, again you write it as the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. So we'll take it as xp dash by a dash b dash is equals to p dash f by a dash f. This is one corresponding ratio of the sides. This is equation 2. From 1 and 2, when you observe, what happens here? Here in the equation 2, x p dash or p dash x, you can take any way. So in this x and p dash, or in our textbook it is given as p dash x. Okay. So p dash x, we will take it as AB. Why? Because these two rays are parallel. The distance between AB and XP both are same. So instead of XP dash, I am going to take AB. Understood? So P dash x, instead of P dash x, I am going to take AB by a dash b dash is equals to p dash f by a dash f. This I am going to take it as equation 2. From 1 and 2, you see AB by a dash b dash left side, and the equation 2 also AB by a dash b dash. So we will equalize these 1 and 2 right side. So from equation 1 and 2, AC by a dash c is equals to p dash f by a dash f. Now coming to this figure, AC means what? We'll find out. What is AC, what is a dash c, that all we will find out. For example, if you take a line, this principal axis coming to the AC, A to C. Here we have P, and here you have A, and here you have C. So you want this distance. Then how you will find out this distance? The total distance minus this, when you take, you will get the AC distance. So to find out this AC, I am going to take from the figure PA minus PC. PA minus PC. Is it clear? Next. Coming to A dash C. Again from the figure, this is always we have to measure the distances, whether if it is a convex or concave, we have to measure from this pole of the mirror. So that's why here when you want A dash C, where is A dash? A dash C. So here P, and somewhere here A dash, and here you have C. So you want the distance A dash C. Then how you will find out? PC minus PA dash. So instead of A dash C, I am going to write it as PC minus PA dash. Clear? Next. P dash F. P dash F. Again same. This is P dash and this is F. Actually, here P and P dash we have the two letters. instead of P dash, we will take it as P. Why we should take it as P? Because this P and P dash, they are the paraxial rays. Paraxial rays means what? The rays which are parallel to the principal axis, are very close to the principal axis. So in that case, we can take it as, instead of P dash, we will take it as P. That is rule. So instead of P dash here, I am going to take it as P. I am going to take it as P. So from the P here, F. So P to F is known as the focal length. So it is represented by the letter small f. For the concave mirror, F, and this is C. I said this is the focal length, it is represented as F, and this is F. So PC becomes F plus F, then it becomes 2F. Already I discussed. So in this figure, instead of P dash, I am taking as P. So in P dash F becomes PF. PF means P dash F. Here I will write. P dash F is equals to PF. PF means this is the focal length. Next, F by A dash F. A dash F. Again, draw the line. This is the pole and this is the F and this is A dash. So if you want A dash F, this distance you want. Again you take it as PA dash minus PF. Total distance minus this, then you will get this distance. So after writing these values, once we'll go to the diagram. Here PA, where is PA? Here P to A. So P to A, here A is the object kept. So when you measure the distances from the pole, then AB is the object. So that is known as object distance. Object distance always represented by the letter U. So instead of PA, we will take it as U minus PC. P to C. P to C means what? This is P and this is the center of curvature. Means radius of curvature. So that radius of curvature, I will take it as R. R instead of R, R is equals to 2F. Because this center of curvature is equals to F plus F, 2F. Instead of R, I am going to take it as 2F. So PC is equals to 2F by, again PC means 2F minus PA dash. PA dash. Here A dash B dash is the image distance. So whatever the object or image, always will measure, will start the distance from the pole. So this image distance will represent the letter V. Is equals to F means F only by PA dash. PA dash means V minus PF. P to F is the focal length, FUT. So write all the values. Here in these two steps only little confusion. Don't confuse. Clearly I explain. Now do the cross multiplication. To derive the formula, you have to do the cross multiplication. So U minus 2F, like this, do cross multiplication. Into V minus F is equals to F into 2F minus V. Then when you multiply this like this, U into V, UV minus U into F, UF. Here with minus you are multiplying minus 2VF or 2FV, you can write any, no problem. Next, minus into minus, it becomes plus 2F into F, 2F square is equals to, with F you multiply, F into 2F, 2F square minus FV. Okay, do the cross multiplication and multiply the terms. Then you will get like this. And simplify the terms. See, is equals to is there in the equation. In the equation, when the terms are same terms are there in between is equals to left side and the right side. Here you see 2f square and 2f square and the symbols also same plus, and you can do cancellation. Now when you simplify, here uv and here uf, so write it as minus uf, here minus 2vf, and bring this fv to this side. Then when minus term bring to another side, it becomes plus, then it becomes fv or vf, you can write, no problem, both are same. 2 into 3 or 3 into 2, both are same. Now you cannot simplify, but these two are the like terms, vf and vf, these two are the like terms. Like terms you can simplify by simplifying the coefficients. So uv minus uf, here minus 2 plus 1, it becomes minus vf is equals to 0, is equals to 0. Then divide all these three terms by u, v, f, all these three terms. Then when you divide uv by uvf minus uf by uvf minus vf by uvf is equals to 0. Then here u, v, and what you got, 1 by f minus u, f, do cancellation, then you will get 1 by v minus v, f cancel, then you will get 1 by u is equals to 0. So for our convenience, we will take this v and u will take to the right side, then it becomes 1 by f is equals to, this term you take to right side, then it becomes positive 1 by v. Next you take this, then it becomes positive 1 by u. So 1 by f is equals to 1 by v plus 1 by u is known as mirror formula or formula for the curved mirrors, and we will use in simplifying the problems, and it is important. I'll give the notes.